What about Optus? They've denied that it was a hack. You think there could be something more at play?
Yeah, well, they said it was a problem with their routers. So I think the question is where do they source their routers from? And the other, I guess, real big issue is that we've not heard anything from Optus as to what went wrong. I mean, they had a massive nationwide outage. So we really need to know what went wrong there. Was it a hack? Who was it? Who did the hack? And how vulnerable is our entire telecommunication? I mean, the second biggest telecommunication provider in Australia. And then I think that raises another point, Erin, is what about our other critical infrastructure? So what happens if our entire energy sector was shut down because, we're using Chinese inverters that are all connected to the internet across all of our solar farms, for instance? All the batteries that we have in Australia are all made in China. Same with all the wind turbines, and of course we source over 90% of our solar panels from just one country, and that's China.
Just quickly on China, I'm about to cross to the Solomon Islands, but I want to know your take on where we sit at the moment with China's influence on that country.
Well, we just spoke about it, I guess. I mean, we've seen that Solomon Islands and even PNG move closer into the orbit of China than we've ever seen before. Now, that is important for Australians to understand because over 90% of all Australian trade, imports and exports by volume, are seaborne. Now, why is Solomon Islands important? Well, it's important the same reason now as it was 80 years ago when Imperial Japan took it, because it cuts Australia off. So you can see that our trade has to go up through and past and around the Pacific Islands, yep, north, and also from any assistance that we may get from the United States has to come this way. Now, we've seen that the Solomon Islands and hopefully not Papua New Guinea fall into the orbit of China, yep, which directly threatens us. And this has been on a trajectory since the last government, or the Albanese government, took power, and he said the adults are back in the room. Well, it's gotten worse.
Yep, well, let's cross there now and see what someone there thinks. Lincoln Parker, brilliant as always. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, Erin.